Hi.
What? I was just being honest.
We're constantly striving to make life on the Nexus more enjoyable.
They offered to
for
put me
all
on the
our
transfer
users.
list for an outpost, but I said no.
But we know there's always room for improvement. If you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to share them.
A bar opens on the Nexus. Visitors herald the vortex as a sign of civility, and the opposite of civility, as more sleepers wake in need of a drink. This is HNS.
This is Allison. Our first outpost, Prodromos,
Hey,
has confirmed
there's
full
puke on the
deployment
floor.
on EOS.
I'm gonna get...
I hear you went down to EOS. Did you find anything to help my case?
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
Hold on there. The chief's Omni tool recorded you over the body. Sam, playback.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? We'll have to be over. Sentence thrown out.
Director Tan will determine what's to... You did try to cover it all.
Look, but if my missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
Superintendent Cat.
Pathfinder, isn't it? Kerry, freelance vidmaker.
For.
Director Hans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative, translating rainbows. But problems are history. Of the truth under.
Maybe a crisis time for hope rather than hard truth.
That was Tan's angle. But if we pretend everything's fine, who does that truly serve? The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I want you to take part in the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale. Interested?
You don't mind treading on the director's toes?
You do. Pull fun I don't have.
Interview.
14 months and the next isn't finished. Missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this was a plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
All expeditions have to deal with supplies, enemies, or hell, just getting lost. We'll deal with all of them. We just need time.
Tan will love that. But if that's your take, that's what goes in. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
Hello again. Hello, Dr. Tan. Expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
Area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend?
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
I suppose we agree on that much.
I knew that given a chance, your talents would emerge. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful.
Ah, my
Polly let us out, would you?
remind the director.
Acting.
This isn't the arguing over who at stake. We should be cooperating.
I've been saying you're
Forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision. An outpost full of scientists won't do as much good if the Kett attack.
but it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan moving on, Ryder?
We have network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to ensure where they should be. This could be closer to them.
Careful. The Kett scouring the cluster for technology. You'll fight exiles. They didn't live on good terms.
And we still need outposts into expanding.
Ark still could be a church for them. Yes, I think best. You have my...
Oh, what?
Of course. I support that enthusiasm.
Right.
Ryder, on the Ark.
Go ahead.
You may have found a way to talk to your sister. You can. Hyperion Medbay.
Do.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Addison as soon as...
Andromeda viability and could be...
Whole mood of the Nexus is changing. They can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Can't relax yet. The initiative's of promises.
And that's on us. It's damn good to know.
Reminder to all personnel, remain in a...
You've had a year to think about it. Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. A symbol now of hope. Things will get better. Though I worry about this terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's like nothing we've ever seen. It's clear somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on the trail.
Did you have some business?
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilken didn't do it. Proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
These things are all...
I know. If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he didn't commit. Now, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his hands, then covered it up. Your investigation indicated this. You should come. Do you exile him for murder?
Life and death. But his shot didn't... We have to let him go.
Bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. All right, so be it. He will do service for his role in the chaos. Free man. At least we'll have this sordid business behind us.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is...
Must be great to see our work on display.
Apex person checking.
A worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin is notified. This is Agent S.
Once we gather a fist, you'll need to...
This good. Right, Dash. I'm Nigel McCoy.
Welcome to Andromeda.
Thank you. It's sweet, though. My little brother dashed on the Nexus, and he died trying to start a set.
That's awful.
Yeah. We were gonna start families out here together. I have a pendant to our father. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find her, you might say.
I don't follow.
Well, she still also has an implant like this and managed to access. He's made contact.
That's incredible. She's okay.
Bills are still, but I'm take the lead on this one.
Mental processes.
So, is she...
You can ask her yourself. A moment while I establish a link with her implant. Proceed.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
Scott? Is that you? What's happening? Where am I?
There was a problem with this pod. On the Hyperion. Do you understand?
I think so. Am I dreaming?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
This is so weird. I hear you, but I can't feel anything. Where's Dad? You doing okay?
Now, about you though.
Yeah. Dad. He probably said, she'll live. Go study some new form of algae.
It wasn't like...
How many times has he yelled at you so far?
Oh, the usual.
Well, when he gets back, picking on my little... Tat 7 as they promised?
There's worlds back the delivery.
Damn. Well, knew it could get rough. That'll be a place to live.
Will.
To be there, has to do it.
Sarah. Won't back.
Hell no. As soon as I'm up, I'm helping you and Dad find home.
You got it.
And then...
What happened?
The connection is temporary. Her condition remains stable.
Sorry, better than nothing. Post.
Thanks, Harry.
Boy, Pathfinder, today has been a good day. Supplies intended for Prodromus was intercepted by those damned exiles. Scouts confirmed giving the supplies up among their...
Can do...
That would be great. Thanks. Maybe when you come across them, you can rectify all this.
You're listening to HN, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice? You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was designed to support the Pathfinder. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on Prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your...
Pathfinder, I am deployment at Vladimir 63. Your first task is to decide irrevocably of every life in the...
Oh, that seems...
Of course. But respect what we're doing. The viability and the Nexus threat, your tools, and our future. How can I help?
All right, Brekka. Where do I start?
The interface and we'll do it, Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. Begin shaping the initiative. Sure.
Please remember. Superintendent reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be beforehand.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
Can I help you with anything?
Let me know, I'll find you something.
That's...
Cheery rookie foliage in the Nexus Commons area. Or say a plant spent micro.
Been looking for you.
Scans of all that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
It's dangerous. And that's all I see. A mass of destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the snake while that I wouldn't want to get close. He is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. It's alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist. Science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There's something about coming face to face and wondering that makes you want to believe.
Ow. It's full to meet some stands. I've had to justify myself so often. As if a divine valid work as a scientist. I'd be diminished by the search for...
Questioning your abilities. You never justify yourself to me.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, truly. Now, I'll probably update the rest of the team with my reports. We'll talk later.
You'll if I keep an eye on our vector?
Smart.
Nothing like your very own there.
I could stay in that view all...
Back home, I often did. Of course, a whole team. I was the only one to come to heal you.
What?
Hey, our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential. Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the... See how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half-finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Arians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Did you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Dislike your company, but it's lonely without others.
Don't sweat it. We'll bring Arians home.
Of course we will. I just have to be patient, that's all. I should get back to it, but I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. Built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hand by any time.
Setting up in here.
I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack the box, the person will get back on the Nexus. This is a nice tinker, and I can sleep. It's not exactly like that looking for... Oh, but I will help home while I'm with you, at least.
Does your brain ever take a breath?
Even my dreams. I get it. I know who's on your ship, so figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, writer. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field, the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here, running back home.
You left everyone you knew because you were bored?
Oh. Then she got bored. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even done it. One thing you should know about me is that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes! I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Bill out of my... Then again... remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For the one I mentioned. You're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Yeah, got all my stuff. I carried you too much. Oh, Sean. Cash is super round grand.
I like the man.
Cash not too much, not no trouble. The cat makes sure trouble's always coming for you.
That's not reassuring.
Life out here
You brought?
Double lean when so wrong.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually. Staying became impossible. After it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she got my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. That's I'm way more useful out here. Lot shoot.
Krogan could have made a difference on the Nexus.
Staying on the issue did another mutiny. We have a much better shot at good here.
That. You're not Harry.
The blue was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend years on the Hyperion looking after.
Happy to have you, Dr. Tapero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
I couldn't be in better hands.
And you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
A Ket corpse. See, I'm a live subject, not greedy.
Why do you get?
Harry didn't tell... I'm a specialist. My thesis on progression is what got me in the initiative.
Anatomist? Physician? That's quite the resume.
So a license... 275 years has given me plenty of time to branch out. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables. Can you drop a lap?
Place you.
Clean ants. Helps me. I look, it's just my biotic too. Normally lose it like a huntress should have control. For an Asari, as one, give something though losing.
How does a human Surrey?
Prove you can rip apart and it's funny that the Alliance found military initiative to Thessia's Huntress unit. One of the few places how well father made another.
What's that?
You're as good at being that way. And I meant years as your then he choose mess to fix the king.
Is this going to be a problem?
Rival answers. It's done. Best I can do now. Second. There's mission alive. And maybe what we came out here for.
My side? Sound of that?
Arming when I'm mad.
Are you? You're not?
There's still the mission. A lot of to fill.
So what brought you to Andromeda?
Like this. Like an huntress. I never had a best I could. A useful initiative was meant to be will be different. It seeds. Get through. It here. It's watered while I work. First job. If there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk.
This consular militia's current strike finder. Please speak with authorizing.
George, if you... Pathfinder, the rounds. One of the riffraff we're making out.
Hey, this is the most important part of the sh.
Tell me they put someone smart for a change. I am at your command.
Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now, it just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative. Yes, but it's a new thing for me, regret. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
You mean how jazzed you were that a Pathfinder showed up?
Tomato, potato. You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omniblade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
This to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Urban into a multi-species disaster. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I put it behind me after Dad's work went sour. It was a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
Started with the adventure, but with my dad's troubles, staying at work, I needed to do. But if I back at you, Costa.
I want to say my parting from myself a story. Bullshit. I had found a good enough job. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in a new beginning. Still do. We're in it.
If it's wrong, it's like we.
I know why I'm here. I can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. You and this team. Pathfinder leads to people. You've got your part covered. You've got this. Damnedest to help.
They could use.
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. This is Ryder.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Little.
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder?
So it's like ship without explanation?
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really... I know everyone on the crew. Even there's guild prefers for the ship. Better get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. You've been failing for months, right? Now that we have you, we have it's out here.
It sounds like any. I'm aboard.
Making you want, shoot you don't. That's me, and the way it's been. We're all dead. I should try actuators, back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
This contrast. I really endured doubts were taken for granted. But you did out and feel emotionally the difference catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Sam, any more information on the memory trigger we found?
The memory blocks are still in place. If you continue searching for more triggers, they may unlock.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Where's my data back?
Were you? Oh, I did.
System and prodrome.
screen.
Coordinating. It's calm.
Yep.
Stop listening to it.
Really don't like here. Hurries a lot.
Detecting more radiation levels. Radiation levels within acceptable limits. Is stable. Radiation level limits.
I think this...
It's huge and crooked. The storms did that?
This is the spot where Knight wanted you to leave his pen.
An honorable brother, McCoy.
Recording Initiative Cryo Identification E97 Durango. Chief Engineer.
Last one out during the evac.
She took... Nothing worked.
She still left. Some of us kept trying. Had my nose down in Remnant for so long, I never noticed the colors.
Our people are a long way. Here, we'll stop them.
The sky is beautiful in its own way.
Get ready to fight! Got them all. Outposts and Arcus. Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter. Keeping it.
We need to...
engine hole or in need of assistance. After here, that's what. Watching the corners.
These caves could be a good shelter, if people need it.
Never liked the caves. Too many Karkans in your sleeping.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Cora wanted to check in with you.
Mutiny is like cancer. Left untreated, it's...
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
So there's a heart soft as rose petals under that uniform.
I got plenty under here, pal. Does the big bad Pathfinder have a soft spot too?
I might. For certain someones.
Good to know. We've all got our something. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
Wow. You fight side by side and then she gives you the brush off?
It hurt. One big kick out of the nest. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, Maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Those remnant vaults, all those secrets. Have to go exploring, eh?
Imagine flying through one. That would be a real hazard course.